over the Atlantic with 228 people on board. Air officials say there is a possibility that the plane, an Airbus 330, might have been struck by lightning after flying into a massive thunderstorm. Flight AF 447 was 4 hours into a flight from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil to Paris when it sent an automatic signal indicating an electrical problem. 32 nationalities make up the passenger list. Just under 1/3 of the passengers are French, the rest mainly Brazilian and German. Here's our transport correspondent Tom Simons.
Charles de Gaulle Airport this afternoon. Air France flight 447 should have landed at 11. Its ominous disappearance has left friends, relatives, even those prepared for tragedy, waiting in horror. The departure board recording its fate so far has delayed.
Your attention please. We invite passengers waiting for the Air France flight 447 coming from Rio to proceed at the Air France information desk.
The passengers on this Airbus A330 were Brazilians, French and Germans. Air France does not expect to find any of them alive. We know that the overnight flight from Rio de Janeiro left as normal at 11 p.m. There were 228 passengers and crew. The plane began its journey flying along the Brazilian coast, but about here it struck out across the Atlantic, where there's no radar tracking. Controllers last saw it on their screens at 2:48 near the islands of Fernando de Noronha. At 3:14 UK time, an automatic data message was sent by satellite from the plane reporting an electrical problem after passing through a storm. If the plane had been at cruising altitude, it would have been high enough to give half an hour's gliding time, enough time to recover, say, from a loss of engine power, and enough time for the crew to make a mayday call, but there was none, suggesting a more sudden emergency resulting in a mid-ocean crash.
This is quite a dramatic event, a tragic accident. The chances of finding survivors right now are negligible.
This was the weather at the time. The plane flew through an area where air masses collide, sending towering storm clouds up to 40,000 feet in the sky. Airline officials fear there was a lightning strike, but very rarely does that lead to a crash. But tonight in Paris, those waiting are expecting the worst. Tom Simons, BBC News.
And if you have a relative on that flight and want further information, call the Air France information line. The country code is 33, and then it's 157021055. 33 157021055.